Hi guys, it's Scott Redding and we are here at Donington Park for round 5 of the World Superbike Championship. I'm going to be doing a vlog this weekend to show you behind the scenes of what I get up to in my home race, how busy it can be and how great it can be. We're also going to be doing a competition where you can win one of my race helmets and a bundle package from Muck-Off. Keep following this video, we're going to show you how you can win this competition. Enjoy the weekend and have fun. This is the race trucks from Germany. So this is the rider corner, crew chiefs here, electronic guys there. They work together, work with me, nice little area. So I put my gloves, my helmet, got a little fan in there, screwdriver, spare sliders. This is my chest protector for here. Have a track map so I can communicate with them, any issues, wherever I can just point. Here I have the secret folder, gear map, can't show you that, and just what we plan to do. If we're going to do like engine brake stuff, we're going to put it on and whatever. So that's the secret stuff in there. Then I have this cool bag actually from Muck-Off, which I had years ago, and it's just I call it like my garage bag where I keep all my stuff so I don't lose it. I have tear-offs, rain sliders. I might need those the weekend. I got toe sliders in there. Got a spare pair of gloves. Bit of tape.
100%.
Bit of talcum powder for the hot days. Anything else? Earplugs. That's it. So that's what's in my garage bag. I was hoping that stuff on Rizana we try the basis that will be already a good start and then adjust what we can.
For FP10, sure. For FP2, 0 and X. I would like to start with the X and look how many laps you can do.
I've been eating quite a bit lately.
You were quite lean last time I saw you.
Yeah.
Don't be doing this to me right
Now
now.
you've got a girlfriend, you're getting a bit thicker. You know my issue. Just go out eating more.
Shut up.
So now, what are we doing? So now we're going to do the rider weight check, which kind of sucks because obviously I don't need to see my weight because I'm obviously in the big boy category. And it's Thursday and every rider doesn't enjoy getting in their leathers when it's not actually needed. But we don't have a choice and it's raining, so Garrett's already gone, so I'm going to get changed now, go do the weight for them to tell me that I'm... Should I do a guess? I guess my weight? I reckon 92.8, no. Yeah, 92.8, well I'm feeling a 93.2. Obviously it didn't look chunky, bro. I took it back.
I was about to go full.
How much do you weigh?
I didn't yet. I'm a bit scared. I definitely am heavy. So I was 93. No, 93 or 94? 93.
93.4.
93.35. So I was kind of close.
93.4.
93.4 anyway, big boy category. So that's it. Get changed now. That's what I weigh before the race weekend. It's all good. starts to lock a bit and I can't turn the bike in. In turn 8, it's like 2 times too much. So already locking quite early because also the track goes up and then it flattens out. But I couldn't commit to the corner because I was already sliding. So if I had the buttons, I would go 2 steps down.
Okay, yeah.
Lean. Everything is about lean. The straight is okay.
Nice to meet you.
So FP1 done and dusted, and we had a dry FP1 which was good. A little bit patchy, but nothing, like pretty dry, so that was cool. Good to get the first feeling with the bike here in Donington. I felt pretty good. I always like riding here, like track's sick. And then yeah, at the end, a few guys tried different tyres. Our plan was to stay with the race tyre, what is to be. So yeah, I dropped down the order, I think like 10th or something, 10th or 11th, somewhere around there. But yeah, I'm relatively happy, so hopefully it's dry in the afternoon and we can go again. Paddock showtime.
Alex Rose representing Kawasaki. Keep that applause going for Scott Redding. And before we get into it, how about a huge round of applause, because of course Scott is going to become a father in a couple of weeks' time. And just seen JC in the backstage, and I asked her Saturday, is she having twins? I mean, she's ready to pop, mate. It's
gonna be a big boy, isn't it?
It's going to be a big boy for sure. Scott, let's turn our attention back to Donington. Great crowd, as the guys have said. You've always been fast around here. Your thoughts coming into the weekend with what is a pretty special crowd, I think, this weekend?
Yeah, it's amazing, honestly, to see so many people, like you say, on a Friday. I love being here at Donington because the track's got like so much character and it's a really fun track to ride, and then you see the British flags, or you see a couple of 45s, or you know, the other British guys. You see a lot of support, and that's something I personally miss at other races. You know, we see we got a few races in Spain, and you know, sometimes we have 2 in Italy, and I'm like, oh man, they get like 3 or 4 home races, like it's a bit unfair. So we got to make the most of it while we're here, and you guys honestly do a great job. And even, I think it was Brad was saying, like in lap, like I see that stuff when I'm riding around, so I appreciate it. Thank you all.
Looking ahead then to the weekend, obviously as a racer you want to win. What are we looking for this weekend? FP1 wasn't too shabby, was it? You were not a million miles away. It was a good start.
Yeah, a better start than it's been most of the year. You're always not that far, but it's far enough where you're not having a good time. Whereas here, I think in Donington, something just kind of happens, and I seem to find a bit more time, maybe the way I ride the bike here. So it's good to get on a better foot of the race weekend. And I know the bike is capable. This is the hardest thing for me. I know it's possible. I just, you know, just not quite clicking at the moment with a few settings on the bike. But every round we're getting closer, and that's what's important to me. You know, I don't give up. I always keep pushing till the end. And here the race is always quite long. It's quite physical. The tyre wear is quite a big thing here last year as well. So doing one fast lap's one thing, doing the race is another. So we're working for the whole package, and the main thing is just to put on a good show and have some good battles like we did in the past. So we'll try and do some more.
Excellent stuff. We're going to wish all of these guys all the best for the weekend. Scott Redding.
How the bike stop, I turn.
How would you stop the thing only because
That helped. But when I was following him, I was like easy. I was not like because I felt the bike was kind of working the same as him. Admittedly, he was on a 0, so he didn't have the same grip, but I was like flowing. I just messed up this corner. Because again, the bike wasn't fully shutting down sometimes.
Because I changed something for it. Do you know which corner?
So 4, I'm not resting my hand, it's just as I'm changing. Right, as I'm changing direction on the brake, I think the weight of me pushing, I'm pushing it back a bit. So
Pushing what?
So the drop. So like on my second lap, I went down there, I went in and I was like, what the fuck? That's okay, maybe I'm not fully closing. So then I would
Second fast lap.
always chopping it close. So we just finished FP2, which was a bit of a wild session. I went out on the used tyres from the morning and I felt okay, but just lap time I was struggling again, and engine brake was not quite kind of what I wanted, just when I was leaning and it was like a bit snappy. I was getting a little bit frustrated, to be honest. I felt like I was banging my head against the wall. But then we came in, we made a change on the ride height of the bike, and then we chose the SCX tyre, which normally gives more rear grip. And it transformed the bike for me. Like in the braking, I felt like I could stop and prepare the corner, and then everything started flowing on from that. So I was really happy with that change in how the tyre was working at the end. But it's not a tyre I don't think we can race. I need to do more laps on it tomorrow, because last year it was dead after like 5 or 6 laps. I did 12 laps then. Did my fastest lap on lap 10, so that's positive. But whether it can last a race is a bit of a gamble. If the gamble works out, it's very good. If the gamble doesn't, it's not so good. So I'll try and do more laps with it tomorrow, but they said it could rain tomorrow. It's a good chance of rain, which sucks a little bit, so we maybe can't try it. But we've got to go with what we can. Now I'm having a little snack, and then I got to go for a media interview thing and chill out.
How are you going to approach Super Bowl? Super Bowl is so important. We've seen you have good starts here, before good Super Bowl results here before. Can you get in that top 2 rows?
Could be with a set of rain sliders and a clear visor. Obviously it's expected rain tomorrow, so that will throw a spanner in the works. But again, we need to be good in qualifying. It's very important. Like Misano, I did a good qualifying, then it got taken away from me for a yellow flag, and I ended up 20th and kind of ruined my weekend. So we need to try to avoid that at all costs, and really need to be on the first 3 rows to make a good weekend. So qualifying is stressful more than the race.
And in the race, we've seen you at podiums here before with the BMW. Is that potential this weekend, or wait and see?
Yeah, it's always the goal. I mean, how I felt this morning, I felt good out the box, but then I didn't follow up with anything, and people are trying different tyres, so you don't really know. But if I'm in a battle for a podium, you know I'll be biting the screen pretty hard to make it happen.
So I look forward to it. All the best.
Thank you. Morning everyone, it's Saturday morning, which means free practice, qualifying and a race today. Just got to get ready in a minute, but I forgot to clean my helmet yesterday, and just to show you, we do get a lot of flies around here, so clean my helmet quickly, make it easy with the muck off, visor, goggle, helmet clean. Visor's pretty clean. If you want a little trick to clean your visor, make sure you clean it the same day. Don't do what I do and leave it to the next day. But now I'm going to go get ready and go for FP3. See you out there. Home race means something special, which for this weekend, I have a special helmet, which I think is pretty sick. Pretty similar, but also pretty different. Looking forward to wearing it, stand out on track. So, in GP I used to do a British helmet for my home race. But yeah, haven't done it for a while, so I thought this year we'll do something pretty cool. There she is. yesterday, and they don't like doing heat cycles, so overnight they go cold, you heat them up again, and normally they tear, but I want to do more laps with the X to see how it was in the long run, and then it was okay, but it teared quite a bit. I only had to do 5 laps on it, and the pace wasn't too bad. I was like around 10th position, so a lot of people went with new tyres, so that was good. And then we put a Q tyre in to see how that will be for qualifying. I felt not bad, but I wasn't mentally in a quali mode. Like I find in FP3 it's quite difficult to really go 100% because qualifying's in a short amount of time. But we ended up P3, so I was quite happy with that. Good like mentally as well. So we're going to leave the bike, I think, just work a little bit on electronics. See how it goes in the qualifying, and the biggest thing is the debate for the tyre for the long race. The X will be better, but it's like it'll be tight if it works. And the Zero, I got a little bit less lap time, but good consistency. And the second Zero I used yesterday, the performance was not as good as the first one. Also because it maybe did a heat cycle at another race. So I'm quite nervous about that. The tyre makes or breaks the race. So we'll get qualifying underway, then we'll make that decision. Stuff smells lush. Listen to it do its magic. Let it soak in. You hear it? Sounds like magic to me. It's good stuff. To be honest, I don't know if there's any other cleaner out there that is to tackle material like that. There probably is, but I haven't seen it in the racing world and I've been around for a long time, so I'm happy Muckhoff came out with that, because now I don't walk around stinking of BO basically.
What's your feet?
What about Jonathan?
Scott, a first front row of the year. You've done it at home. Bet that feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was just keeping everyone waiting really, just to save it special. Now it was really good to get that here. I know the qualifying is super important, and this year the grid is super stacked with talent, so it's so difficult. So, you know, to get on the first 2 rows is really important. That was the target. To get the front row here at home is it's a special feeling.
Well done, mate.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Who wants to be the stars of World Superbike? Okay then, here we go. Let's get all of the riders out onto the paddock show if we can.
There wasn't no benefit in me.
No.
Because he is faster than me. And he has been all weekend, so best thing to do is try to get away a little bit. Why, mate?
Good to see you up there.
It's alright for a bit, isn't it?
Just some noise from the engine. But it's all of them are burning.
Just hear it. I reckon the collector fucking fell apart.
Drifting or?
No, it's some noise.
Where did you get there?
So
Oh, fuck me, didn't it?
But he just fucking went. Like he pushed a button and then he said, okay, I go. Then, I don't know.
But also the overtaking was really good. Everything was good, but the start was a little, we lose minimum 4, 5,
Yeah,
4.
it's hard because you go down trainer and it's really difficult to find the right position. But with this tyre I was able to like brake a little bit better. I still arrived there like, I saw him yesterday and he said I couldn't pass you. So today I saw it was him in the TV and I said, okay, if I do everything okay, I should be able to defend him.
But he was coming to you and then was not able to come to you to pass. It was in a gap.
Because I was able to brake a little bit later here, a little bit, which gave me, I think, a little bit of margin that they say, I cannot make it. Whereas yesterday, they just go for it because they had to. Very good race. It's not bad. I felt like I could have had more from the bike. But it felt better than yesterday. I was able to ride more how I wanted. But start sucked a bit, dropped back, and then it just got a gap between the first 3. And I just struggled to get past a little bit, and then when it all settled down I was able to come through, which was good, and I finished pretty strong as well, so I was quite happy with that race. Second row for the last race this afternoon, so third would have been better, but it's another step in the right direction. was there, and the gap was like the same. I made one mistake, braking into the Melbourne loop. I braked, come into the bar, and I couldn't stop. And then I went to here, and I had a really big slide. So I was like, fuck, I lost everything, and I tried. And the good thing was the zero felt not so bad in the braking. This is why I could have a bit of pace, because the zero felt a bit like the X this morning. I was sitting
what we did there, it was coming together. This was like just keep calm, drive, yeah.
More of the same, very solid performance. Just missed out on that podium.
Yeah, race 2, I got a great start again, battled my way through a little bit. I felt really good, I was trying to stay calm. Didn't want to do nothing silly. I'm not going to beat them first 2 guys, so I just stayed in my position, and then Alex passed me, and I was kind of staying there, and I felt pretty good, but I was struggling with the front brake. I had to adjust it 5 times per lap, and then I was suffering a little bit with arm pumps. I was kind of riding with one arm, and I trying to manage the gap behind, manage the gap in front, and I made a small mistake, so it was quite intense because I was having a good weekend and I wanted to finish strong. And have the pressure of Alvaro behind us, or Bautista. The gap was coming down, and you know he's normally quite fast at the end of the race, so I had a lot of stress, should we say, but it was definitely worthwhile. And for me, the biggest thing was building confidence this weekend, telling myself you can do it, and proving to myself I can do it. But not riding at the front for such a long time is mentally different in racing than when you're riding in 15th position, and that was probably the hardest thing, is fighting with myself to stay calm in the race and not make mistakes. And I felt I did good, but hopefully being at the front from here on in a bit more, and it will come back. So guys, it is competition time. Thank you for watching the video so far. I have linked up with Muck-Off to do a great giveaway. For you guys that's been watching today, we're giving away one of my race helmets from this season, and Muck-Off is providing a pressure washer for you guys too. There is a link below in the description. Go ahead, click that link, find out more details, and don't miss this great opportunity. Thank you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all again soon.